Hey guys, welcome back to the #1 YouTube channel in the entire world. Today, believe it or not, we're not talking about No Neck Ed because the guy is a conundrum. I mean, honestly, could you imagine lying about being 5'2"? I mean, if you're gonna lie about your height, you might as well say you're 6 foot and 200 pounds of solid muscle. So today, my friends, we're changing the channel, but we're still looking at a couple from 90 Day Fiancé, and one of them is Russian. Dude, I can't hear the Russian anthem and not think of Call of Duty. We Bulgarian Americans love Russia because they freed us from the Turks. Okay, let's look at Geoffrey and Varya from 90 Day Fiancé.
I'm Geoffrey, I'm 41 years old, and I live just outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm a country boy. I love to be outside. And I am a hands-on man.
I'm a country boy. You know what? I'm not gonna hate on this guy for this because I think that clip was just douchey enough of him taking off his shirt. I actually thought it was pretty funny.
I like to change tires, I like to fix houses, I like to do anything that I can get out there and get my hands dirty.
But what I'm not gonna let slide, zoom in. Does this guy have nipple tattoos? Red flag right away, dude.
I'm a landlord and I own several properties throughout the Knoxville area. Growing up, I was a bad boy. Paxton and Dakota are my kids from a relationship 20 years ago. I also have a 4-year-old son, Caven, but my marriage with Caven's mother didn't work out.
Okay, really quick, he says he's been married a few times, but he doesn't say the number, which is kind of suspect.
So many failed marriages made it really hard to trust people again.
Guys, I don't know, something's off about this guy. After a couple marriages, at some point you have to look at yourself and say, maybe it's my fault. What am I doing wrong? This guy seems a little too squeaky clean, almost like he's going for the nice guy act, and we've seen that before. Not to mention, I say this in the most polite way, this guy has borderline serial killer eyes. Just throwing that out there.
So I was on my computer, and there was an ad that popped up for an international dating site. I truly believe there is no perfect package. Until I met Varya. Varya is 30 years old, and she's from Russia. She's a radio personality, and once I started talking to Varya, there was no stopping.
I think I understand this guy's thought process. Yeah, so like, it's not working out with these American chicks, so I'm gonna take this shit international and grab an international babe, dude.
And the cool thing about Varya is that she is a career woman, and that in itself is super attractive.
You know what? I'll agree with him on this one. It is attractive when a woman's a career woman, and by that I mean independent, works a job.
Varya and I have so much in common. She's goal-oriented. I'm goal-oriented. You know, she's adventurous. I love adventure. So I've decided to go to Russia to meet Varya for the first time, and I leave in a week. So what? I'm crazy.
So what? I'm crazy. Can we get a rewind on that?
So what? I'm crazy.
Geoffrey, you're just so silly. You're so silly. You're the silliest. Oh my God. Where's my Domino's order?
I've told my sons, Paxton and Dakota, a little bit about Varya and our situation, but they're really hesitant about me going to meet her.
You guys know I'm gonna be leaving here soon for Russia.
Oh. Meet some women?
Not some women, one specific woman. I really don't know what's gonna happen, but if we mesh the way that I perceive it, we will in my head. I may ask her to marry me.
Dude, look at that ugly centipede tattoo. Are you kidding me? Like, I like tattoos, but that looks like it was drawn on by a 4th grader.
We found out about Varya because our dad told us, just kind of out of the blue one day.
It is way too soon for marriage.
You're already talking about marriage. You've only known her for like a couple months.
So overall, his kids seem really nice, and it seems like they're really looking out for their dad. So let's see what happens when he meets his Russian woman. So for their first meeting, the lovers take a car ride together, and it's literally so awkward in there that I want to die.
I need something to drink. Not water.
No? Vodka?
Not too hard.
I just landed in Russia to meet my 30-year-old girlfriend, Varya. And things aren't going exactly how I thought they would go. I'm getting this weird vibe from her. It's not bad and it's not good, it's just a little distant, a little standoffish.
I mean, dude, visually it looks like you're throwing out weird vibes. From your body language, we can see that you look really wound up.
Have you ever wanted to move to big city?
Big city?
Not Knoxville, which is small.
No.
I like to live in a big city.
Wow.
So right away they've established that she's a big city girl and he's a small town guy. And what makes it more awkward is neither one of them seem like they're gonna compromise on that. I don't know, I mean maybe I'm weird because I have a brain, but I would think the question where do you want to live or where do you see yourself living would come up in a conversation when you were texting before you came to Russia to see this girl. But no, you actually waited until you touched down in Russia to ask that question? Okay.
You had a little lipstick on your teeth. I think it's gone now.
No?
Yeah, it's gone. I didn't put any lipstick on today.
One of us should have a lipstick only.
Well, I want to have lipstick too.
I heard that in America there are a lot of such guys.
I'm referring to you kissing me and giving me your lipstick. Are you hot? Yeah.
Okay, I just want to say with 100% certainty that that is the worst pickup line I've ever heard in my entire life. I just hope this dad doesn't pass those shitty pickup lines to his kids, otherwise, they're never getting laid.
Before we come to the hotel, I need to say you something. My girlfriends think I should stay in my friend's house, which are in Moscow, and not with you.
Why not?
Okay guys, so this is the educational part of the video. So for all the guys out there, what this guy just said is what you don't say. You see, gentlemen, what you're supposed to say is something on the lines of, okay, that's no problem, whatever makes you feel comfortable, this is our first time meeting, so it's understandable. And the reason you say this is because you just met this girl. You want her to feel comfortable around you. Otherwise, you're never gonna get laid. I mean, best case scenario, you take her out to dinner, you have a couple drinks, maybe she ends up at your place anyway. But regardless of whether that happens or not, you don't want to pressure somebody you just met into sleeping with you right away. It's a bad look. Now, my relationship advice is these two need to find the nearest happy hour and start drinking something because this is the most cringe, awkward first meeting I've ever seen.
Just started to get to know you in person. You okay with that?
Well, I won't miss you. But it's okay. There's no worries.
I'm going to miss you. Oh my God. Not a needy guy. Every woman just threw up in their mouth. Mr. Needy McNeederton is the worst look a guy can have. And no one's more upset than I am. I thought this guy was a bro, but it turns out he's not invited to the cookout.
I respect her decision to go to her friend's house, but at the same time, I can't help being hurt.
This dude is being such a bitch about this situation. I mean, dude, you're a stranger to this girl and you're mad she doesn't want to sleep with you on the first meeting? I mean, this dude really flew to Russia to court a girl and this is how he does it? I mean, from this, it doesn't really look like he wants love. It kind of just looks like he wants to have sex with literally anybody.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want to do.
You're tired, I see. Or maybe upset.
Well, I think that you should reconsider staying over tonight because I would like your company. I'd like to sit up and chat with you and talk with you.
We're gonna hang out and talk and have some food.
Oh no, he double dipped in the cringe sauce.
I'm really disappointed that she promised her friends that she wasn't going to spend the night with me tonight because the whole premise of this trip is to get to know each other a lot more. I hope she likes me. I hope I'm everything that she thought I was going to be. It just honestly doesn't make sense to me.
This dude's throwing out weird, creepy vibes. I think she needs to get out of this car right now, take a taxi to her girl's house, have a nice girl's night, maybe watch Mamma Mia, kill a bottle of champagne with her girlfriends, and talk shit about her ex-boyfriend from high school, Igor. You will never get this, Igor, la 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 la. Okay guys, I just found a video on Geoffrey and Varya, and I couldn't help but click on it. The video is titled, Varya and Geoffrey Have Sex, Then Argue. What can I say? Curiosity got the best of me. I want to know what they thought about post-fucking it.
I loved yesterday. I'm still really tired from last night. As I'm sure you are too.
I'm really tired from last night, as I'm sure you are too. I'm just gonna go. Hey guys, sorry about that. His line just actually gave me diarrhea.
I'm okay. I'm full of energy.
That is the opposite of what he wanted her to say. This dude is so weird and awkward. In his mind, he's like, how is she moving right now after last night?
We had a really bumpy start to begin with. But now, I think we're much closer than we were.
How was your first night together?
I feel there is a lot of sparks, flame, energy, chemistry between us.
Sparks, flames, energy. Okay, I guess it actually went pretty well.
I'm ready to go to my place.
In Rizal?
Geoffrey will see where I live for the first time. I want to show you my city and introduce you to my friends.
Hey, say what you want about the man, but he got his foot in the door and he's gonna get introduced to her friends. He's gonna see where she lives. Okay, big things are happening.
They will like test you,
No.
ask many questions.
They can question me. It's okay. I have good intentions. My intentions are real.
Get a load of this guy's tattoos. Hey, yo, Geoffrey, who did your ink? Stevie Wonder? Wait, what is on his back? Okay, a flower, a bubbly lion, and then what is the third one? The earth with zombie hands coming to grab it? Guys, the nipple tattoos are the weirdest tats I've ever seen in my life. There, I said it. Never seen that, and then you leave the middle of the chest bare?
Bruh.
I threw away your brush with your ex name.
You threw away my comb?
Yep,
Why?
it's the better place for that.
Why?
Why do you need that?
Because my hair?
You can buy another? It's like a memory.
Now, hey, Varya, it's not nice to throw away somebody else's things, but it's creepy to have a comb with your ex's name on it. And also, I have another question for Geoffrey. Who combs their hair? You know what I mean? Like, I haven't combed my hair in the 24 years that I've been alive.
I need it for my hair.
I can buy you another thing. The one that irritates me, okay, I see.
I don't want to irritate you. I don't know why the name is on there, but it's just a comb. I just got a comb.
I just don't like it. I think it's weird to have a comb with your ex name, and he brought it to Russia and used it inside my face.
Look, all I'm saying is if she's arguing with you about a comb after sex, she probably didn't do a good job. So now let's take a look at the moment when Varya's excited to show Geoffrey her apartment, and he sees it and thinks it looks like a prison.
Here it is. Finally.
Bear.
White walls.
You have exposed wiring.
Huh?
So this is not done yet, or is it?
No, it's not done.
Seeing her apartment the way that it is, this is a complete shock to me. I'm not talking about putting crown molding up. I'm talking about putting a sink in the bathroom, covering the exposed wiring. There's a light bulb hanging from the ceiling like you would see in prison.
Where do you sleep?
Here, in the couch.
So this is your bedroom slash living room slash...
Slash everything.
Okay, so Geoffrey obviously doesn't know this, but in America, apartments usually come fully furnished. That is not the case in Europe, and certainly not the case in Eastern Europe. When you buy an apartment in Eastern Europe, you usually have to supply the appliances, lighting fixtures, etc. I mean, dude, you're in Russia, you're not in America. You would think you would do a little research before you come over here and try to find your fifth wife. So from the first episode, this guy said he's really attracted to her because she's an independent woman. But the moment when she invites him into her place that she bought with her own money, he's suddenly not into it. So dude, Russians and most Eastern Europeans are very direct, and when they say something, they mean it. So if you can't handle honesty, you probably shouldn't be with this girl.
I just started with the remodel, but I stopped all preparations for living here.
Why did you stop all preparations for living here?
I met you. Why should I waste my money to do everything if I'm gonna sell it? I will lose my money. I thought it's better to save money for maybe moving to America.
Like just seeing this house and seeing that you stopped everything because you started talking to me. It seems like it's obvious that you have this ultimate goal of going to the US.
I already know there's gonna be some dudes commenting, she's a gold digger. But I don't think that's the case here, guys. There's no point in renovating an apartment if the plan is to move with this guy to America. Honestly, I think it's comical that this guy's getting all butthurt by her telling him this. Like, oh my God, you seriously want to use me for my visa and come back to America with me? Like, quick question, dude, what are you doing in Russia right now? Why are you on 90 Day Fiancé? Wasn't your whole mission to come to Russia, grab a girl, and then bring her back to America? Am I watching the wrong show? I feel like we all know how this dance goes. And I'd love to see your private messages with this girl, because you probably said something like, hey, I'm gonna fill out an application for us to be on 90 Day Fiancé. It's gonna be great for you because it'll help your radio show and bring a whole audience to your radio show. I'm coming with the intention of marrying you and bringing you back with me to America, so let's see if this thing works out. She probably saw that message and was like, okay, bet. Next thing you know, you show up in Russia, you're acting super awkward, and you're holding the visa over her head like some kind of weird power move, and she's probably like, dude, this is not what I was promised.
I have the opportunity, okay?
So you look at me as the opportunity for you to go to the US, right?
I think you changed my words.
No. So you could not get a visa right now, but the person that you love could get you a visa.
Dude, look at her face. She's obviously super confused and uncomfortable. Also, I think a lot of people have the misconception that having a lot of material possessions makes you super happy. Not the case, my dude. Some of the saddest motherfuckers I've ever met in my whole life have been rich people. This girl has her own place and her own job. She's kind of big dick chillin'. She doesn't really need to go to America. She just thought this was the plan. What she does probably want is a husband because she's already 30 and girls in Russia get married super young. Okay, next let's look at when Geoffrey meets Varya's friends.
My friends don't trust Geoffrey because I met him online.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
But I hope our meeting in person will help change their mind.
You know what I'm thinking? Maybe this guy just radiates awkward energy because I've never actually seen him initiate a conversation. It's also kind of weird that you know you're gonna meet your girl's friends and they're Russian and you have Google on your phone. You're not gonna look up a phrase to say in Russian, like nothing? Not even like a hi, nice to meet you in Russian?
I want to ask you many questions. You ready?
Есть такое мнение, что американцы немного неискренние, что у них вот эта вот натянутая улыбка.
Okay, so what she means by this, basically in Russia and other Slavic countries, they don't have an understanding of being fake. Like when they say something, they really mean it.
My last serious relationship was my ex.
2 года назад.
А после...
After that.
I mean, I had relationships, but not serious.
А Варя не будет ли вот этим вот несерьезным отношением очередным?
Woo! She's cooking, dude. Is Varya gonna be one of those not serious relationships? Ooh! Dude, she's slicing through him like butter.
Очередным.
Oh, I'm serious. I came to Russia.
И чё?
So what, dude? You brought a whole camera crew. What's up? What are your intentions?
I know that you worry about Varya, but I want you to understand that I have the best intentions for her.
Как мы можем верить, что это не только на словах? Нет, ну вот, например, Варя рассказывала Джеффри, что недавно ты вообще плотно очень общалась, тесно тоже с американцем.
Varya's been in communication with another American dude? Wow.
She said I used to communicate with another American before I met you, and I didn't tell him about that.
Dude, I love that Varya tried to keep this from him and her friend was so honest that she was like willing to tattle on her. That's a good friend, dude. I respect how no bullshit the girl on the right is. Okay, honestly, in his defense, it is pretty suspect that she didn't mention that and lied to him about that. Now, at the same time, I don't know if she was just talking to Americans for the visa or she was talking to Americans, Croatians, like Italians, Spanish people. Like, we don't know how many people from all over the world she was talking to online.
The only American that you spoke to, you've straight up lied to me. You've been dishonest with me. This plays into the whole fact this plays into the whole fact that you just want to come to America. No, nothing.
Take it easy.
Whoa, pump the brakes, dude. He's coming in there a little hostile, guys. I don't like what I'm seeing. He's pointing, he's flaring up his muscles, he's getting in her face, his eyes look like serial killer eyes. I don't like what's happening right now. This guy has anger management problems.
Is this funny?
No.
It's funny?
Not funny, not.
It's not funny.
Спокойно, спокойно.
Oh, he done f***ed up. You don't stand up on Igor like that, dog. You don't know where you're at, bro. You're in Russia. This is in Tennessee. He'll beat your f***ing ass, bro. They're different here, dude. Slavs are built different. They fight different. I don't like that, dude. You're in the presence of ladies. You're at brunch. You should be ordering mimosas. He's gonna stand up like that, all aggressive like.
This is ridiculous.
Man,
You lied to me. I'm done. This is bull.
Overall, I think Varya is a nice girl and deserves a good dude. Not a lying, woman abusing, kidnapping, 4-time divorced. Did I forget anything? Oh, that's right, convicted drug dealer. I'd get more into this guy's criminal past, but I'm late for dinner, so I gotta run right now. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment below, subscribe. Next video, I'll get into this guy's criminal past because it is pretty interesting. Comment below, subscribe, nuts out, let's be friends. Follow me on Twitch right now.